Hello kids! Welcome to Bahay Aralan. In this video, we will be learning how to tell time. If you have a digital clock at home, like this or this, it would be very easy for you to tell the time of the day because it is already given. You just have to read it. On this clock, for example, you can readily tell that the time is 11:44. And for this digital clock, the time is 12:35. Now, what if you go somewhere outside and you want to know the time, but there is no digital clock in that place, and what they only have is a clock like this? Will you be able to tell the time on it? If your answer is no, don't worry because we will learn how to tell time on this kind of clock. By the way, this clock is called an analog clock. So, how do you describe an analog clock? As you can see, it has numbers marked on it from 1 to 12 and has also hands. Yes, we call them hands. The longest hand is used to indicate the seconds. The longer hand indicates the minutes. And the shortest one indicates the hour. But since in telling time, usually, it is not required to tell the number of seconds that has passed, let us just focus on the hour hand and the minute hand. Okay? So, how do we tell time using an analog clock? First, we have to look at the hour hand. For the hour hand, the number it is directly pointing is the current hour. So, since the hour hand is pointing at 10, the hour is 10. As easy as that. Okay, since we are done with identifying the hour, let us now focus on the minute hand, or the longer hand, to know the number of minutes that has passed the hour. So, how do we determine the number of minutes on the clock? We have to count by fives. Our starting point is 12, so this is 0. And let us start counting by fives from 1 to 11. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. Okay? So, for this clock, since the minute hand is directly pointing at 2, the number of minutes is 10. Therefore, the time on this analog clock is 10:10. Is it clear? Another one. For us to know the time, what's the first thing to do again? Look at the hour hand, or the shorter hand. Where is it pointing? It's pointing at 12. So the hour is 12. And now, let us look at the minute hand, or the longer one. Where is it pointing? It is pointing at 3. Take note that we have to count by fives to determine the number of minutes. So starting at 1, 5, 10, 15. So the number of minutes that has passed is 15. And therefore, the time on the clock is 12:15. Now, what about this? Again, let us look at the hour hand first. Where is it pointing? Oops! It is not pointing directly at any number. It's somewhere between 9 and 10. So, what should we do? Here's what we should do. If the short hand is pointing between two numbers, we should use the earlier hour or the lesser number. on this clock, the earlier hour or lesser number is 9. So we have to use 9. Now, let us have the minutes. We have to look at the minute hand. Where is it pointing? It's pointing at number 6. What should we do for minutes again? We should count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, the number of minutes on this clock is 30. Therefore, the time on this clock is 9:30. Another one. Alright, let's start with finding the hour. The shorthand is pointing between 11 and 12. What should we do again? Use the earlier hour or the lesser number. And on this clock, it is 11. Therefore, we should use 11. Now, let us have the number of minutes. The minute hand is pointing at 8. So, let us count by 5s starting from 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. The number of minutes that has passed is 40. Therefore, the time on this clock is 11:40. Okay, how about this? Again, the first thing to do is look at where the hour hand is pointing. It is pointing somewhere between 1 and 2. And we have to use the earlier hour, which is 1. Now let us have the minute hand. Where is it pointing? Oops, it's not pointing directly at any number. It went past 8 by 2 lines. So what should we do? Still, we have to count by 5s until we reach 8. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's 40. Let's put 40 here for a while. Then, since it went past 8 by 2 lines, we have to add 2 to 40. 40 plus 2 is 42. Therefore, the number of minutes shown on this clock is 42, and the time is 1:42. Next one. Let's look at the hour hand. It's pointing directly at 4. So the hour is 4. Now let us have the minute hand. It went past 1 by 3 lines. So let's count by 5s. 5. Okay, let's stop there because the hand does not reach 2. So it's 5. And let's put it here for a while. And since the hand went past 1 by 3 lines, we have to add 3 to 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. Therefore, the minute hand is showing 8 minutes. And the time on this clock is 4:08. Now, let us have the last clock. We have to do the same set of things. We have to look at where the hour hand is pointing. It is pointing at 7. So, the hour is 7. Now, let us have the minute hand. It's pointing at 12. What is the equivalent of 12 for the minutes? It is 0. So the time is this. How do you read this? It's 7 o'clock. You don't say 7:0. That's a no-no. Zeros should be replaced with the word o'clock in reading the time. Is it understood?
Sir, yes, sir.
That said, that would be all, kids. Thank you for watching. Take care.